occasionally get asked what are the best scales for black metal. So these are some of the ones that I use and that I like. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you how to play the scale. I'm not going to go into an in-depth analysis of each of the scales because most people don't want to know that, they just want to know how to play it. And also, there's probably a million videos on YouTube for each of these scales and Wikipedia articles all over the internet. So if you want to go into the finer elements of the scale, then feel free to do some investigation. So the first scale that I used, and all of these scales by the way are just in A. So the first scale was just the A minor scale. So that's a fairly familiar sounding scale, I would say, to most people. So to play that scale, we're going to play 5, 7 and 8 on the bottom string. Onto the A string, we're going to do exactly the same, 5, 7, 8. 5, 7 on the D string, and then backwards. So 5 on the D, 8, 7, 5 on the A string, and then 8, 7, 5 on the bottom E string. If you want to play that over 2 octaves, I'll show you that now. So we do the first half again, so 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7. Then we're going to play 9 of the D string. Then we're going to play 5, 7, 9 on the G. So you'll notice here that there are 2 patterns that repeat. So 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 9. Then we're going to come onto the B string and we're going to play 6, 8, 10. And that gives you your 2 octaves. Now you can continue onto the B string and play 7, 8, 10. And then that takes you just above an octave, but then at least you're playing on all the strings. So let's do that one more time. So 5, 7, 8, and do that on the the E and the A string. 5, 7, 9 on the D and the G. 6, 8, 10 on the B. And then 7, 8, 10 on the high E string. Okay, so that is your A minor scale. The second scale was an A harmonic minor. Okay, so slightly different, one note different in fact. So we're going to play the first 2 strings are exactly the same, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. Then we're going to play 6, 7 on the D. Okay, so that's your 1 octave scale. If you want to carry on to the other strings, so we've played 6 and 7 on the D, so we do 6, 7, then 9 on the D, onto the G string, 5, 7, 9, onto the B string, 6, 9, 10, onto the high E string, 7, 8, 10. And then descending the scale, so 10, 8, 7 on the high E string. On the B string, 10, 9, 6. Onto the G string, 9, 7, 5. Onto the B string, 9, 7, 6. Onto the A string, 8, 7, 5. And then on the bottom E string, 8, 7, 5. Then we have the Phrygian scale. So again, I'm not going to go into the details of what this scale is and where it comes from and stuff, so you've got plenty of resources online, but this is how you play it. So 5, 6, 8 on the bottom string, 5, 7, 8 on the A and the D. So again, that's the 1 octave version. Then if you want to move up, we're going to go on to the G string. We're going to play 5, 7, 9. Then on to the B string, and we're going to play 6, 8, 10. Onto the high E string, 6, 8, 10. So let's do that whole thing slowly. And then descending, 10, 8, 6 on the high E, 10, 8, 6 on the B, 9, 7, 5 on the G string, 8, 7, 5 on the D string, 8, 7, 5 on the A string, and then 8, 6, 5 on the bottom E string. Next up we have the double harmonic scale, which goes like this. So I've actually done a whole video on this, so I will post a link in the description to where you can go and watch that. So here we're going to play on the bottom string 5, 6, 9. On the A, 5, 7, 8. On the D string, 6, 7. Now you can get some really cool chords and intervals on this, which is what I was doing earlier in that riff. So again, 5, 6, 9, 5, 7, 8, 6, 7. If you want to carry on with the scale, we're going to play 8 on the D string, onto 6 of the G, 7 of the G, 9, 10 of the G, then back onto the B string, fret 9, 10, 11, and then 9 on the high E, and then 10. So as I say, there's a whole video on this and I'll put that in the description. And then we had the blues scale, which again everyone will probably know, but you get some cool intervals and some diminished in there, which makes it sound quite discordant. So the blues scale, on the bottom string, 5, 8. On the A string, 5, 6, 7. On the D string, 5, 7. And again, if you want to do that over 2 octaves, so we're going to play 5, 8, 5, 6, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5, 8, 5, 8. And those are the scales that I would recommend to practice with for creating black metal riffs. Hope you enjoy the video. See you later.